friends, this is Bijou Baker and Maria. How are you today? This is day number 5 of our fabulous 12 days of Christmas cookies. I should be ashamed about how easy this is. I should be, but I'm not. 2 ingredients, that's it. And the variety, wow, you could do a whole 12 days of just these balls. I'm telling you, so many varieties. And you don't have to make anything. Okay, there's 2 ways to do it. If you happen to have, these are what are they? They're, well, it depends on what you're making, you know? I mean, they can be rum balls, okay? My history with Captain Morgan, because we're on first name basis. Captain Morgan and I, we decided not to see each other anymore. 100 years ago when I was young and dumb and thought I could just conquer the world and not have to pay a price, I'll tell you the story. I was working in a bakery and I had to start work at 5. So of course the night before I go out, I get a little sauced. I got a lot sauced. Captain Morgan and I, we're just hitting it off. Yeah, no, he's a smooth talker. And right about 2 o'clock, I was like, you know, something's just not right. So I go lose my cookies. And sorry, don't judge me. You know. So after that, I get home just in time to go shower and change and get to work. Now, don't get me wrong. I functioned on high-level mode because my brain said, knock it off, Maria, you're at work. And so I did. I mean, I was feeling terrible, but I was in go mode. That morning, after I finished all my orders, I had to make backup stock. And the backup today was rum balls. Oh, man. That's what you get. That's what you get. And, oh, no, I'm not even going to argue the point because it was so bad. And I was making these things and I just had to step away and and you have to get your hands in there, you know, and I, again, just step away. And it took me longer to make those rum balls than it did to fill all the orders of the day. So I don't like rum. So I'm not making rum balls, but that's essentially what I wanted to start off making, but I couldn't get past the rum, even the artificial flavor. I just, as soon as I opened it, I said, nope, that's not happening. So I'm going with peppermint. I'm going with peppermint. But like I said, you can use any flavor. The flavor combinations on this easy little dessert, I'm telling you, hundreds. I'm sure you can come up with 100 different things to do. And I'll kind of pop out a few of them for you as we're talking. So all you need is leftover cake. Don't judge me. Yes, I have leftover cake. And store-bought icing. So that's it. Now, if you don't want to go to the trouble of making a whole cake just to have it extra, I got this at Walmart, and it's just a chocolate cake with chocolate icing, and it's good icing. Mine's better. Sorry. Okay, so you can go into the store and pick this up, and we'll take it from there. Watch. Okay, this is messy, which is why I have that, but I've never used these before. I'm just kind of not feeling the mess today. So I'm just going to take off this part that they so carefully put on. Sorry. And, well, that's no good. How can you see? There you go. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to scrape off the icing. All that trouble, right? That's okay. We're going to repurpose it. This is hard. Now, You could do the same exact thing with white cake and white icing, red velvet, carrot cake. I mean, oh man. So let's stick with chocolate right now, okay? So you can even do white icing if you want to. It doesn't matter. Cream cheese icing, whatever you want. But try to take off as much as you can. We're going to put some back in, and that's going to be the binder. All right. That's good. You with me? You with me? Okay, so if you didn't want to do peppermint, you can put in almond extract, and then what we're going to do is we're going to coat these little balls in chocolate and then top them with, well, whatever you want. But for here, let me get my other glove on. All right, all we're going to do is crumble this cake. Now, you can do this a bunch of different ways. You can just, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to crumble it like this. You can put it in a mixer if you want and let the paddle do the work. You just kind of want to get the crumbs. So, okay, so flavors. You can put in mint and crumble some Andes candies on top. Almond extract with chopped up or slivered almonds on top. You can do red velvet with some white chocolate, either tinted green or get those little green nubs, and sprinkle it with just, you know, some of these little crumbs of the red velvet right on top of that green. That's awfully pretty and good. Okay, so that's all. You're just going to keep doing this. And you know what? This is how the bakeries did it. So, I mean, they've got these cute machines and all that stuff, but let's just stick to what works, okay? This works, and it's kind of fun. And you want to get the kids involved. This is a great kid-friendly dessert. Okay, so let's get carrot cake. You can get carrot cake, roll it in white chocolate, and sprinkle some walnuts on top, or whatever nut you happen to be using inside, okay? So this, let me get rid of this. So we're going to take that icing that we just scraped off, and I don't know, that's about a handful. This is really hard to measure because this was just a single layer cake, and you want, I don't know, you just start off, that's about a third of a cup. And then you're going to just, this is going to start mixing it in. So you're going to make balls. Ave, right? Ave. So you want to be able to get a tight little ball. So if that's good enough for you, that's good enough for you. This is too big, but I'm going to put a little more icing. One, because it's chocolate, hello, and I have it. All right, that's plenty. You could use a spoon by this time, but I'm pretty committed right now. So now is where you would add your flavoring, okay? At any point, really, don't worry about that. I decided right now, just as I'm standing here with my hands dirty and I didn't get out my flavoring, I'm not going to flavor it, which is fine because it's still, I'm still going to top it with some crushed candy canes and it'll look pretty. And I could top it with, I could dip it in white chocolate or milk chocolate. Yeah, mess. All right, and then you're just gonna get a ball. You're just gonna get, you want a little ball, like not even like those baby ice cream scoops. Just whatever you do, just make them consistent. You don't want them too big because remember they got a lot of other things to eat. So, and I'm smushing them, compacting them, and then I'm gonna make them into a ball. Okay, so let me finish. So I don't know if you noticed, or I don't even know if I said, but when I do this, I'm squeezing and compacting it as tight as I can, and then rolling it. Now, if you've ever wondered what to do with your leftover birthday cakes, because they freeze perfectly. So you can take them like this, freeze them like this, and when it comes time to use them, then you can decorate them. I'm going to chill these. I'm going to put them in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to heat the chocolate. I'm going to title on myself. I keep this, it has a cover on it, an airtight cover. So I keep this as my dipper, my chocolate dipper. So I had this in the microwave for 30 seconds, and that gave me enough time to break it apart so that I can stir it as it goes. Don't judge me. It works for me. All right. So now when the heat gets to it, it'll be evenly dispersed. And then we'll make it creamy. So that was 30 seconds. It's a lot softer. Nowhere near done, but that's okay. I'm able to move things around. Now, when I melt my chocolate, I know what they say, you know, every 10 seconds or whatever it is. I whack it at 30 seconds and then move it. And later on, you're going to see that just by mixing it up, that's what's really going to do a big chunk of the melting. Next round. Some candy canes. When did candy canes get to be so small? I remember them much bigger. Such is life, right? So you can, I think I really like the little dust, but you're not going to be able to see what it is. I don't want that. I'm not going to use the big one. So when I pinch, I'm just going to pinch what I want. So, and again, varieties. You can chop up M&Ms really fine in there. You can put peanuts, nuts, coconut. I think I'll do some coconut. I've got some toasted coconut. You name it. If it's something you like to just pop in your mouth and eat, you can do pretzels. Pretzels would be good. So use your imagination and just have fun with this one. They're not hard. They're just a little chilled. And so they'll harden faster because they're cold. Freezing them is great as well. And then you just roll them however you want to. I got forks, and I got the plastic forks because the tongs are smaller. Got it? Okay. You just roll. Wipe some off because it will puddle on the bottom. And that hole, okay, you don't want that hole? Cover that hole. But you're going to top them off with some peppermint. Did you see that? That wasn't even inside, was it? Doggone it. Let's just conquer this. So I wipe it off because I don't want a ridiculous amount of coating on it. I don't want it so much that, you know, you can't bite into it, because it does get, you know, that little snap to it, which is really the best part of chocolate, right? And this part here, if you don't like that, just kind of, like I said, just cover it. I also got some toasted coconut, and I got some toasted almond slivers. So that's it. You put this back in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes, or you can just let them sit on the counter, whichever you prefer. And I'm going to finish these up. Okay, so as I'm finishing up, if I get a nut or a piece of cake in here, you can feel it. You can feel it. I'm going to pop it back in the microwave to keep it really creamy. I don't want it to get thicker than this. So it's going to go back in the microwave. I'm going to make it softer, and then I'll finish up the rest of these. That's it. I put them in the refrigerator just to kind of chill them. They're going to get hard faster. And they'll have a little dullness to it. That's when you know that the chocolate has been hardened. I'm going to let them sit and plate them. Now, I actually, if you've been watching me a while and you know me, I love individual portions of anything. I love them just bite-sized. That's my favorite of anything. So these would be darling on your platter with those mini cupcake Christmas liners. I don't have any. I haven't made mini cupcakes in 100 years, I guess. Dang. But that's a great way to package them and present them. They're just the cutest things. You saw how easy that was. Now, going back to the leftover cake, same process. Same process. If you happen to have some, like I say, save your birthday cakes, because stick these on a popsicle stick and you got your cake pops, you know. Just icing. I literally bought this icing to say icing. Doesn't give you a lot of credit, does it? Sorry. Icing cake. Any kind, combination. Mix them up, match them up. So much fun. So much fun to make. And these are a hit. These are a hit. People always go to these first. It's chocolate. I'm just saying. All right, my friends. Until next time, happy baking.
Ah, that was fun. Don't forget to like and subscribe.